Hello, and welcome to CAH Cost Report Geek, your resource for the Critical Access Hospital Medicare Cost Report. Today's discussion is CAH Outpatient Clinic Medicare Reimbursement and Settlement, and is the first in our special topic series. Our discussion is brought to you from the CAH Cost Report Geek Tower in Nashville, Tennessee. The agenda for today includes Medicare reimbursement for CAH Outpatient Clinic operating costs, Medicare settlements for CAH outpatient clinics, and other information. To determine the CAH Outpatient Clinic Medicare reimbursement, we start with total clinic costs. These costs consist of direct costs, including costs of nurses, physicians, other staff, supplies, some administrative costs, and other direct costs. We then subtract the cost for physician compensation for Part B services, as this is a non-allowed cost. Next, we add the allocated or indirect hospital costs for capital-related costs, including depreciation, insurance, interest expense, property taxes, and rental costs. Then we add the allocated or indirect hospital costs for general services costs, including administrative and general costs, plan operations, and housekeeping costs. The total of these costs gives us the total cost for the outpatient clinic. We then divide this amount by the total charges for the outpatient clinic, which gives us the cost to charge ratio. This ratio is then multiplied by the total Medicare charges for the outpatient clinic, which gives us Medicare expense, which, less 2% sequestration, equals the total CAH outpatient clinic Medicare reimbursement. As we saw in the previous slide, we divide the total clinic cost by the total clinic charges to obtain the clinic's cost to charge ratio. We then multiply this ratio by the clinic's total Medicare charges to obtain our program's Medicare costs. We then subtract payments received in the form of deductibles, coinsurance, and Medicare interim payments. Lastly, we reduce the outpatient clinic Medicare cost by 2% sequestration. The difference between the outpatient clinic Medicare cost and the deductions for payments and sequestration equals the net due to or due from the Medicare program. An amount due from the Medicare program means that the outpatient clinic Medicare costs exceeded the payments received during the cost report year, while an amount due to the Medicare program means that the payments received during the cost report year exceeded the Medicare costs for the outpatient clinic. We'll conclude today's discussion with some other information. There are scenarios where some administrative costs are included in the direct cost of the outpatient clinics. This includes clinics that utilize purchased services and instances where the hospitals make direct allocation of some administrative costs. The receivable and payable example set forth was for illustrative purposes only. The Part B settlement is presented in one lump sum as opposed to be broken out by individual programs. Lastly, thank you to Jeanine in Texas for emailing us to request this content. To request content on a particular topic, send us an email to CAHCostReportGeek@gmail.com. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to serving the CAH community with you.